What is going on, people? Terry here from Blunt Trips, and in today's video we're checking out Cheesman Park to see what's left of its sinister past as a cemetery. If any place in America is haunted, it's gotta be this one. So let's go take a little blunt trip and see what happens. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you've got eagle eyes, be on the lookout for anything strange or supernatural in the footage. If you find something interesting, be sure to leave a comment. I'm a stoner, man. I always miss that shit until someone points it out to me.
Any chance y'all play another one here, or are you guys? I'm just gonna catch like a 30-second clip, put it somewhere in this video, man, covering the haunts that used to go on here.
Depending on who you ask, graveyards can be a place of solace to remember someone you lost, or a place you wouldn't want to get lost in at night. Some people find comfort in the religious symbols you'll see, crucifixes, angels, hands folded in prayer, but others are more afraid of what might be hiding just out of you, or 6 feet underground. Here in Denver, there's this place called Cheesman Park. Back in the day, we're talking somewhere in the 1850s, the park was actually a cemetery called Mount Prospect. It was filled with mostly lower class people, and the area wasn't maintained very well. By the time the city of Denver took control of the property in the 1890s, locals have started calling the place Old Boneyard, so that kind of gives you an idea of the state of disrepair Mount Prospect was in. So, the city decided to move all these graves and turn the land into a park, but obviously that's not the easiest task when you've got thousands of bodies to dig up and rebury. Even after allowing family members to come and claim their loved ones' remains if they wanted, there was an overwhelming number of unclaimed or unidentified corpses. To manage the project, city officials outsourced the gig to the cheapest contractors they could find, who turned out to be less than ideal for the job. To cut corners, the workers were chopping the bodies into pieces and shoving the mixed up remains of multiple people into the same child-sized coffin to make transporting them easier. As onlookers watched in shock, the undertaker and his assistants hacked the bodies up and tossed them into random piles. Considering the blatant disrespect shown for the dead and all, it's not really a surprise that there were multiple ghost sightings shortly after the digging started. People that lived nearby began reporting strange apparitions in their homes or out in the cemetery. Some residents claimed that the spirits kept wandering over and knocking on their doors or their windows. And many people said that you could hear low groaning sounds coming from the rows of open graves. When word got around about how the remains were being handled, the city put a hold on digging so they can conduct an investigation. Eventually, they filled in the open graves and either gave up or forgot about the rest. There are actually anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 people still buried in what became Cheesman Park. Aside from the ghost stories and the occasional bone that works its way out of the ground, you'd never know this 80-acre stretch of land had such a spooky past. Is Cheesman Park safe? This year, Cheesman Park ranks 3rd out of 5 in reported violent crimes. 3rd in domestic violence, 3rd in property crime, 3rd in assaults, 3rd in robberies, and 3rd in rapes. Cheesman Park borders City Park West, Capitol Hill, Congress Park, and Country Club. You would not know that though looking around here. There's a lot of college students around here if you look. This Cheesman Memorial was constructed in 1908. Now, I was lucky enough to find a picture of what this looked like prior to the memorial when there was graves here, and this is the picture I was able to locate. That is roughly right where I'm at right now. Can't give you an exact spot, but it is up on this hill. I do have other pictures from when it was a cemetery that I will include here real quick. But as you see in that picture, the Capitol was behind the pavilion, and that's where it is now. You just can't see it, as it's been over 100 years since that picture was taken. These days you can find people doing anything from walking their dogs to getting their fitness on right above Cheesman Park's haunted past. Now remember, in the beginning I told you to keep your eyes out for anything strange or supernatural. right about here is where those people were sitting. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up here at Cheesman Park, Denver's most haunted location. Remember, if you haven't liked and subscribed, be sure to do so. And while you're at it, go ahead and click that bell and the share button and let your friends know about this video. And one last thing, if you don't know yet, you can follow me on Instagram at blunttrips1176. Be sure to do so. Till next time, you all stay cool.
Hey people, Jesus here. And I just wanted to remind you, the only way into heaven is to become a subscriber to Blunt Trips. Imagine being stuck in eternity watching those other channels. Subscribe, and Jesus will love you even more. But you have to believe. See you soon.